Hi, my name is Debora, and I've been talking about the rice diet and the sugar diet and how that helped me to lose weight. And on the last few videos, I have a few questions that I wanted to address on this video. So let's do a Q&A. So let's get started. What type of exercise I was doing when I was losing the weight? So I do have a video about my exercise routine, and about the same time as I started the rice diet, I started decreasing my exercise. So I was doing running and HIIT workouts before, and that's when I start doing more walking and Pilates. So if you're interested in my exercise routine, I have a video on that. And there's another question: how much do you think exercise plays a role in your weight loss? So as I said, I decreased my exercise a lot while doing this diet. So I now do walking. I walk about 10,000 steps a day, and I do Pilates. In Pilates, I do 10 minutes a day, and I do rebounding about 5 to 10 minutes a day as well. And that's all I do. Does it play a role in my weight loss? I think diet is the most important. Exercise can help you to, put you in a calorie deficit, but I'm not doing a lot I'm not burning a lot of calories with exercise. So I don't think exercise play a big role on my weight loss. So now with that less volume, but added sugar and dairy, our calories about the same still. So on my last video, I said that I did decrease my volume a little bit just because I feel better. It's not by a lot though, it's just slightly. My calories stay the same. I assume not, because I was losing weight and now I'm maintenance. So there's a big difference there. I'm not currently counting calories, but I'm at maintenance. So I'm definitely consuming more calories because I'm not losing weight. How much weight did I lose? How long did it take? I didn't have a lot of weight to lose. I was already at a healthy weight. I lost about 3 pounds pretty quickly in a few days. I don't know how many days, less than a week. And then I lost 2 more pounds on the phase 2, I would say, when I introduced more dairy and some animal protein. I'm maintaining. Control, obviously, always one. You look tired and hungry. I'm definitely not hungry. I'm eating enough. I do not like to feel hungry, and this diet don't let me feel hungry. I'm definitely satiated. Tired. Sometimes I have reasons to be tired. I think life happens. I have a lot of life events happening lately that can cause me to be a little bit more stressed than normal and losing some sleep. If you don't know, I lost my job, and that is being very stressful, and talk about that. What type or brand of rice do I prefer? I eat jasmine rice. Absolutely love jasmine rice. I don't have a brand that I like. I buy whatever is cheaper. I also like basmati rice, but jasmine rice is, tastes better and has a sweet taste to it. So I do prefer jasmine rice. You said that protein blocks your weight loss. Is it fat too, or the combination of fat and protein? I have this issue that when I eat meat and carbs, I can't lose weight. I need to know more about what's happening there. The problem with the fats, for example, when you consume fats, you consume extra calories, and maybe you're getting out of your maintenance or your weight loss and going into a surplus, and that's why maybe you're not losing weight. And protein, protein, if you're consuming a lot of protein, it can make you tired and burn less calories. Protein is not a source of energy. Sources of energy are carbohydrates and fats. I just watched a video about how fats can block your weight loss, but that will happen mostly if you are in a surplus. If you're not in a surplus, I don't think fats and protein, you're gonna stall your weight loss. So there's an issue there. You have to be more specific. I now consume a little bit more fats, but it's easier to lose weight when you are consuming less fats. Some people say as long as the fat is less than 10 grams, you cannot gain fat eating carbs. That's not true. If you're eating in a surplus, you're going to gain weight no matter what. How do you feel about calories? There's a lot of questions about calories, right? As I just said, how do you feel about calories? Do you try and consume a certain amount of calories, or do you just go by hunger when not hungry? I certainly do that. I do think calories are important. So if you are gaining weight, you're probably on a surplus. If you're losing weight, you are in a deficit. If you're maintaining your weight, you're maintenance. So I can make another video about how you can roughly calculate how many calories you should be eating. I now eat by hunger. I eat when I'm hungry, and I stop when I eat not hungry. So easy, and I'm able to maintain my weight that way. Is this small amount of dairy allowed? Yeah, small amounts of dairy is allowed. On the first phase, I do not suggest doing the yogurt or huge amounts of dairy. You can do a splash on your coffee if you like that. But I don't think dairy is gonna make your weight loss stalled or anything. It's just extra calories. But if you adjust the amount of food you're eating, you are able to have it. Why don't we? I do eat animal protein. I'm not a big fan though, but I do consume maybe once a week or every other week. I eat eggs, maybe 1 egg a week. When I feel like it, I don't have a rule for that. I do consume mostly plant-based proteins though. And my favorites are tofu, TVP, and edamame, and beans. I'm surprised how I stay satiated with small portions. I wouldn't be able to keep that up plus exercise. I'm satiated and I like eating in smaller portions. Some people need more volume, some people need less. Some people be satiated with less, some people get satiated with more. I don't do a lot of exercise, so I'm able to keep up with my exercise routine just fine. And I have energy, and I'm not hungry. So you do you, I do me. So you gotta find what's best for you. Do I snack after dinner? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I eat my dinner between 5 and 6, and I go to bed at 8:30. So if I do feel hungry after dinner, I'll definitely gonna have something. Usually maybe a cup of milk with cinnamon and honey. Sometimes a slice of toast. Last night I had a slice of toast and a cup of milk before I went to bed. But I not always do that. How many calories do I eat? I have no idea right now, but I am at maintenance, so I'm definitely eating my maintenance calories. And as I said, I can make another video about how to calculate the calories, your maintenance calories, how to lose weight. So if that's something interested, I don't think it's gonna add any value for you to know how many calories I eat, because I am in a specific height and weight that's different than yours. So what works for me probably won't work for you. And I'm pretty small, so that's all the questions. I probably had some more, but those are the most common ones. I'll be on vacation next week, so I don't know if I'll be able to make any more videos. We can try to squeeze in that calorie one. Maybe I can do it right after this. I am available through email, messages. I'll try to answer all when I'm out. I hope that answer the questions that you might have. If you have any more, leave it down below. And I see you on the next video.